What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Suyin and today I have another StashAway update video for you. I guess it's been a couple of months since my last video and I always get questions about how my portfolio is going, and I guess I never really know when to update because it's pretty much status quo. I'm not doing anything different, and I guess that's the beauty of investing with StashAway or any other robo-advisor platforms, because you just sit back and let your direct debits take control and you just don't do anything about it. And I guess when your strategy is in place, that is the beauty of using this type of platform. So let's jump straight in and let's have a look at how my portfolio is doing, because I really have not looked at it in a while. But as usual, I'm gonna make some space and we are logging into StashAway and we're gonna look at my current total assets. It's kind of crazy actually, because I can see that my StashAway portfolio has grown a lot in size, and granted, it is not all due to the returns. It is really just that consistency in putting the same amount of money each month, and sometimes maybe more, like say in February, because I am single and I received ang pao. So that is the perks of being not married at this point in my life. And let's click on financial empowerment. So this is the main portfolio that I am having in StashAway, and this is the same portfolio that I've been showing you over and over again since I guess I first started making videos. And I first started this portfolio in July 2019 and I've been updating you ever since. The changes is that initially I was only depositing 250 ringgit every single month from July 2019 all the way up till August 2019, and then that's when that confidence picked up for StashAway, because after testing it out for 1 full year, I liked the way they handled the differences in the economic cycles and what was happening in the markets. I liked the way that they invested our money. Granted, I still don't really like that huge allocation of GLD ETF in my portfolio, but as you do when you invest with a robo-advisor, they are the ones making the decisions, and often it's going to be decisions that you're personally not going to make. So I guess that's a good thing, could be a bad thing, I don't know, but so far so good, right, in terms of performance. So after August 2019, I started to put more money into StashAway every single month, which is 1,000, and yeah, just 1,000 ringgit every month consistently and without fail, rain or shine, just through auto debit and same day every month. That's the beauty of dollar cost averaging. And also on top of that, what I like to do is I like to top up an extra amount if there is a dip in the market. So a dip in the market, like people always ask me this question, and how do you actually know when the market is dipping? There are two ways you can do this. One is the more straightforward way. You just have a look at your StashAway portfolio and you can see from your returns that initially maybe one day it was at 2,000 and then maybe on the next day suddenly it crashed and it's at 1,005. I don't know, right? I'm just giving a random example. So that's when you know that your the market has dipped by a lot, and that's usually when I personally would put in more money so that I can purchase more of these ETFs at the cheaper prices. And what that does is I get to benefit when these ETFs actually recover, and over time that's what they do anyway. And that is the main strategy for investing in StashAway. It's long term, and the market in general will go up in the long term, but there will always be short-term fluctuations and volatility. So that is just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. And the second way you can go about it is actually creating a watch list, and you can use any of these stock tracking apps. You can even use the application Stocks if you use the iPhone. That's it's already pre-downloaded in your phone, and what you can do is you can build a watch list of whatever is in your portfolio. For me personally, at the 36% risk index, I have these bunch of assets, and what I can do is I can just search them up, add them to the watch list, and you can see their daily changes in prices. Although I don't highly recommend that that you watch and that you open this app every single day, because then you just get obsessed with what's happening in the market, and that can be pretty distracting as an investor if you are adhering to the strategy of just dollar cost averaging as per usual. So yeah, normally how you would know that there's something happening in the market is if you follow Instagram pages or YouTube channels that talk about current news, and yeah, that's usually how you know, because they're gonna bombard you with the kind of content, and yeah, they'll tell you market's crashing, people are freaking out, things like that. So that's when you know. I guess what I want to get into is the numbers. Even though you've been seeing them for the past few minutes, I am at a current value of 16,000, and I've deposited 14,000 thereabouts, and I've generated a total return of 2,002, and you can see the time weighted return of 33.34% and money weighted return of 50.94% since my first deposit in July 2019. So I guess like no complaints there. It's a really good passive investment that I didn't need to do research about, aside from the fact that I check to see what's in their portfolio holdings. And yeah, I still really like it. There's really not that much to say. They have not re-optimized since May 2020, and yeah, I guess like it's just status quo at the moment, and I can show you the rest of my the rest of my portfolios. I have one empty portfolio that I have no idea what to do with at the moment, and I have one that says $1,000 challenge, where I am storing the money that I've made from my pre-loved clothes selling of it. And then I have my StashAway Simple, which holds my move out fund, which sometimes I top up extra because it's expensive. And then yeah, I guess I want to show you the transactions to actually prove that I have been doing the boring thing of depositing what I said I have been depositing. So I'm gonna go from down to up. So as you can see, the first deposit says 1 ringgit, so that is just to kick the auto debit into gear. And then I've been depositing 250 every single month. I think there was a period of time where I wanted to do quarterly, and then I just decided against it because I wanted to continue investing every single month. So yes, and it's just 250. And then March, what happened was there was a market crash, as we know, but you know, timing was not great, so I actually deposited earlier than later. But you know, who cares at this point, because the past is in the past. And then in August, I changed to 1,000 deposit every single month, and you can see there the 2,000 deposit that came in because of Chinese New Year and also a little bit of a market correction there. Timing again, not the greatest, but yeah. So that is it, I guess, to prove that it's just about consistency as a strategy for this portfolio. And there was a very interesting insight that came out of StashAway last year in terms of behavior patterns of what their investors did in March of 2020. So I'm just going to fetch that particular PDF and I'm going to show it to you. So what I found interesting was this page here, where it says investors were 9% more likely to stop contributing to regular investment plans, and 41% were more likely to withdraw their funds from their investment portfolio. So this actually is something that people do very, very often when crisis hits, or like there's a huge market correction or there's a market crash. The worst possible things that we can do is freak out and stop depositing money. I mean, that is not as bad as withdrawing our money, because when we withdraw our money, what we are effectively doing is selling all of our ETFs that we are holding at their current prices. And in a market crash, the current prices are absolutely low and you will be making losses for sure, and you are actually locking in those losses. So withdrawing is actually a really bad idea, and I guess the market insight of StashAway in this period of time proves that our strategy of actually regularly investing is much better. And you know, a lot of people like to say, yeah, if you cash out your returns, then you know, you can come back in during a crash, which is not wrong. But the fact of the matter is that you never know when another crash or correction is coming, and you never know if your timing is absolutely impeccable, that you are able to hit it when it's in the right zone. So I guess what I'm saying is that, you know, when it comes to investing, there has to be a strategy. And for this particular platform, I am very happy with my strategy of dollar cost averaging and topping up when there is a market crash or a correction. So yeah, the results are in and they are as usual. I guess like there's nothing much too interesting, but that is it for the video today. I hope you enjoy these updates and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.